bare necessity, the simple bare necessity, bare necessity, the simple bare necessity.
Hey there, it's Bear and happy day 2 of Contemporaryathon. This is the 3rd time I've started this vlog clip, but this time I'm confident in myself. maybe. Let me get some things pulled up so I can have numbers in front of me. But basically, first let's talk about my reading last night. So last night I got to page 206 in Suicide Notes, which I'm very, very happy with. Like, so happy about that. So that puts my page total yesterday at 343. Which I decided to put in the page number or the number of pages for Fat Girl on a Plane because that one was the higher of the 2 books that I'm the most likely to pick up if I pick up a physical book, or if I pick up an ebook rather than an audiobook. So I put that one in so I could have the math done correctly, and I needed to read 341 pages per day to make a goal. So I hit that. I have yet to read today, and it is 10 a.m. But that's because I was doing some work prep and kind of getting some stuff organized to make my life so much easier for the work things. And then I'm also editing my vlog from yesterday, and then I showered and changed clothes in between when my computer overheated. And then I just did the other things, which is why I'm starting my vlog clips now, because my computer overheated again. I really need to get that fixed, but it's fine. So I haven't read anything yet because that is what I haven't been doing. Oh, I also set up my planner for the day and kind of fixed some things where something was kind of messed up. So basically been doing lots of admin types of things. So basically that's where we're at the moment. My goals for the day will be kind of dependent upon my work things because I'm waiting to hear back from someone. Once I hear back from them, that will confirm a couple of things. My reading goals for the day include finishing Suicide Notes, reading 2 more stories in Meet Cute, and starting Anger is a Gift, which is over there and I'm not going to go get it. So that is my goals for reading for the day. Otherwise, what I have going on is tonight we have prayer meeting at church. So I really want to go to that, but I'm really not sure how the work things are going to be. So it may end up being dependent upon work. As to if I can actually go tonight. I'm pretty confident that I should be able to because it is a very short meeting. Hey guys, so I wanted to pop in real quick because I realized as I've been editing that I haven't told you my thoughts on what I read last night. So I think last I updated you last I updated you on Suicide Notes, I was at the 100-page point, so I read quite a bit, and I still am really loving it. However, there has been a little bit of an element that I have disliked, a little bit that's kind of on the sexual side, and it's a little bit weird and strange, and I don't know. I feel like it was kind of unnecessary. But if it is used correctly, then I can understand why it was included, and I could maybe even potentially look past it. But I'm undecided on that front. So I'm hoping that it kind of works itself out in the last 100 pages to where it maintains that new favorite possibility and maintains the 5-star I was wanting to give it. But as of as of that 100 pages that I read, I'm kind of like teetering between 4 and 5 stars now. So maybe the last 100 pages will boost it back up so that it maintains the 5-star I want to give it. I don't know. We'll see. I just hope that it's used the right way. If it's used the right way, then I can get behind it 100%. Get back to editing. I just wanted to talk about that really quickly. Okay guys, so it has been quite a bit since I last updated you. It is now 2:15 p.m. and I have lots of things to talk about. So my video took a million years to export, so I've been doing lots of other things other than actually getting yesterday's vlog uploaded, but that's okay. Because other things have been good and productive. So I read physically, took a break, and listened to a chapter of The Hating Game while I ate lunch, and then went back to reading physically. All during that time, it was exporting the vlog from yesterday. So yeah, love that for me. But I did finish Suicide Notes. I finished my first read of the readathon. Woo! I'm so excited to have a book completed. The blessings. So yes, finished a book. Very, very, very excited about that. So that brings my total page count for today to 113 pages. Ironic, because I'm pretty sure at one point I updated at 113 pages yesterday. Kind of funny. But that means that I have a challenge fully completed. I have 456 pages in total read since the beginning of the readathon. And to make my daily goal, I need to read another 210 pages. So this is done. My thoughts. Let's talk about my thoughts really quickly. So as you guys know from this morning when I was talking about this, I had some concerns. They were definitely addressed, I feel like, pretty well. I'm still a little bit conflicted as to whether I'm going to give it 4 or 5 stars, but I am kind of leaning towards 5 stars simply for the fact that the things that I was concerned about were... Oh, I'm getting a phone call. So, like I was saying, still not totally settled on my rating for this 100%. I need to let it sit in my brain for a while, and it might not even be honestly until I type up my review that I'm totally satisfied with how I rate it, because usually when I'm typing up my review I can kind of compare my likes and dislikes that I tabbed, and my thoughts are kind of organized better in where I can actually see, okay, this is what I disliked, but it was addressed in this way, or maybe, that kind of thing. So lots and lots of trigger warnings for this, but also quite a good amount of representation as well. The one thing that I do have to say is I don't recall any physical descriptions of the characters, to be totally honest. So I don't know if there are any racial diversities in it off the top of my head. I might flip back through to look for that at some point, but as of right now, we're gonna set that aside. So my plan for the next little bit of the day, I need to do some work related things. I actually got sent an offer for another separate project. So I have 2 projects kind of in the process of potentially getting an offer for them, and one project that I have received an offer for, so I need to read through the contract before I accept or decline the offer. So I still have yet to hear back about the project that I'm the most concerned about right now, because it has the closest time that it needs to be finished by. It's been 6 hours and I have not heard back. So I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to have to email and be like, okay, I can finish this for you tomorrow, but I have to get it by the end of the day today. Now I'm going to get my video finished, getting ready to upload. So I need to do a thumbnail and then start to upload the video so that I can get that published and ready to go. So after I get my video posted, then I will, and after I go through the contract and get the video posted, then I'm going to do my 2 stories of Meet Cute next. I'm definitely glad that we've made some progress on things, and that I have finished my first book. Very, very excited about that. So, yay! Hey guys, quick update. So I finished my first story for the day in Meet Cute, which was Ibby's Boy's story, which is called Hourglass, and I have some things that I didn't really like and some things that I did like. The plot was really intriguing. There was more language than was necessary, in my opinion, and my main complaint would really just be that I feel like this was too good of a setup for the story to have ended where it did. It's left so open-ended, like you don't get any answers to anything. It literally just cuts off at the Meet Cute, which I understand is kind of part of the point of this, I feel like. And that's probably what Ibby's Boy was thinking when she approached the story the way she did. I'm probably going to give it like 3 stars. I will read next Catherine McGee's story, which is called Click. And let's see, right now it is 5:13. So, hey guys, so I just finished the second story for Meet Cute for today, which was Click by, who was it? Catherine McGee. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was super cute. I really, really enjoyed this one. I'm considering 5 stars. Either 4 or 5 stars. I'll let it sit for a little bit. But that is done. It is time for me to words. It is time for me to show you guys how I do my spreadsheets. Since yesterday we had the TBR segment, today's segment that is going to be unique to today's vlog is the spreadsheet segment. So I'm going to be adding Anger is a Gift, updating my reading on Meet Cute, and all of that on my spreadsheets and on Goodreads. Okay guys, so welcome to my computer. So this is my Goodreads page here, and first we need to add my next read, which is Anger is a Gift. And normally I would use my phone to just scan it and then go back and make sure it's the correct ISBN number. But instead of doing that right now, I'm just gonna do it on my computer so you guys can see that. I type in the ISBN number so it's the correct edition of the book, because I don't want to have the wrong version. Okay, so we got that pulled up, and I'll scroll down to make sure that I don't have another edition showing up anywhere. Okay, cool. So we're good there. Alright, and I'm just gonna change the shelf to currently reading. Alright, so that's added to my Goodreads. Now let's do some additions to my spreadsheets. Okay, so I have scrolled to hide everything on my spreadsheets except for what I have been reading during Contemporaryathon, because I don't want you guys cheating and seeing the stuff that I've been reading before my wrap-up. This is my bi-monthly spreadsheet that I do for my reading tracking for my wrap-ups and all of that. So if I expand right here, that's going to pull out all of the details about the book. So I'll just go ahead and fill all this in. Series details, if it is a part of a series, then I would put like 1 colon and then the name of the series. This is not in a series, so we'll skip that. Digital format would be, if I am reading it digitally, then what kind of digital format it is in. Okay, so now I'm going to close that. So the other side over here is for my notes. So once I go in and go through my annotations, then I'll and I write my review, then I'll add in notes here that I want to discuss in my wrap up. That's kind of like a short overview of my dislikes, likes, neutral thoughts, and the synopsis, and any special notes, meaning trigger warnings, controversial topics, representation, things like that. So we don't need that right now, though. What we do need to do is fill in our total pages, which is, let me find it. 459. Okay, and then once I enter in a page read, then it will automatically tell me how many pages I have remaining and will automatically pop up as currently reading. Then once I put it as the pages read matches the total pages and the pages remaining is 0, then it will automatically put finished for me. When I put in my complete date, it will automatically put in how many days it took me to read the book, right? So then we have my stats page as well. This basically will give me all the statistics of what I have been reading. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of a glimpse at the spreadsheet that I have created myself for my bi-monthly information. So now let's move on to our next spreadsheet here. This is just for readathons here. So this one has been modified from Little Book Owl's readathon spreadsheet, which I love. I will link it down below for you to her video where she has it all filled in there for you. But basically what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll update everything. So let's see, we're going by day here. We're on day 2, so it'll be this row. And meet cute, we're going to fill in our current page, what page we're currently on in the book. Page 87 is the last page we read, so we're going to hit enter, and it will automatically add that into the total column. I have modified this to look how I want to be looking at it, to kind of be laid out a little bit more to my liking. This is just showing the total pages right here in this box there. And so from that, we can see all of the pages that I read added up together into that column. And so then on the reading challenges page, it's also got a little bit of an addition here. It'll have the challenges up here and what books you put in and whether you've completed them, where you're at in comparison to the totals, all of that. But down here I copied that down and I added a couple of extra things here. So okay, so this is the current page that I'm on for each book, or how many pages I've read of each book. And then down here at the bottom is the total of this. Alright, so then here is the total number of pages in each book and the total for my TBR. Okay, so underneath here we have basically this is subtracting how many pages I have read from the total, so that this is how many I have remaining to read on my TBR. And then this little guy helps me to divide out how much I have left, how many pages I have left between the number of days. So I need to read 315 pages a day to make a goal based off of this calculation. And then this subtracts what I've read today from that number. So I need to read 158 more pages today to make this daily goal here. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. So now that we have updated Meet Cute in there, let's add our new book. I always do book format rather than using audiobook so that it will track it as pages rather than minutes. So I convert my pages to minutes. And then once I start reading, then I will put in the pages here and it will calculate it out for me. But there's a minute converter on here as well, so that for my audiobooks, I can convert that into equivalent pages and use that for my tracking, which is what I prefer. Alright, so that is the second tracker. This is only for during readathons that I use this. I don't use this on the daily or anything. This is just to keep up with my readathon progress a little bit more. Okay, this is the last spreadsheet, and this is created by Brock Roberts. I will have it linked down below to my video where I discuss this and show you a little bit of how this all turns out, but this is what I would do in this one. So I don't fill out all the information to start with because some of the information I won't really know until I start reading, but I will get started. And this one I have also modified some to be to my liking. I only fill out this information here and here if I got it from the library or I bought it that year. If it had already been on my shelf at the beginning of 2020, then I don't fill in this information. I know that's not technically how it's supposed to be used, but for me, I don't really want to have to try to remember all of this. Because I know I'm not going to remember for some of them, and I'm going to remember incorrectly for some. So I just don't really worry about that particular chart, and I leave it blank. In diversity, I always come back and fill that in later. Alright, so that is a little bit of a glimpse at what I'm doing with spreadsheets and everything. If you want a more in-depth video about spreadsheets, I can definitely do that. So just let me know. Alright guys, it is 8:40. I'm home from prayer meeting and I have started a little bit of reading. I am maybe 30-40 pages in to Anger is a Gift. And so far I'm enjoying it more than I was anticipating, so I'm very excited about that, and I'm hopeful that it will continue to be a good reading experience. So, it's time to do some things. We're gonna do some tea and booktube and Instagram recommendations or shoutouts, whatever you want to call them. But today I am going to go for something a little bit less fruity. That was the fruity one that I had yesterday. The white cranberry bark. I don't think it's that one. Maybe it was this one that I'm thinking of. This is the red tea. Caffeine free. Yes. Yeah, this one. This one is the one I'm going to try today. Okay. I already knew which one it was that I wanted to try before we filmed this. But I'm not gonna lie. But I needed to at least say that I was going to do the tea. And I'll be right back. Okay, alright, it is time for the tea. I have my tea here, and today's tea is Alpine Punch. It is rooibos tea, actually, so a red tea basically. And it is caffeine free, like I said. It's rooibos, coconut, almond, apple, cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, black pepper, rose, almond, vanilla. So let's see. Okay, here we go. Wow. Oh wow, that is so delicious. Wow. I am shook. Wow, that is so good. Quite delicious. It has a kind of herbal vibe to it. If you're into herbal teas, then you may like this. And I'm not even a coconut person, so the fact that I like it and I don't really like coconut that much, that's saying something. Okay. All right, let's move on. All right, so let's talk about our booktuber. Today's booktuber is Jules from Inconsistently Jules. Kind of originally started her channel not doing booktube, I believe, and then it kind of was like transitioned into booktube. She is studying photojournalism, has the cutest hair. Love her hair so much. And she has heritage from India. She actually goes and visits family in India. Her vlogs include life, not just reading. She does those as monthly vlogs. She also does quite a few tags and stuff like that. And instead of doing wrap-ups, she does recent reads videos, which in those she does the way that she does them is so much more brief than the way that I do them. She actually does a 2-sentence synopsis for each of the books, which I think is a brilliant way to keep the video from being super long. She reads a lot of YA fantasy and dystopian books, and she also reads a lot of contemporary as well. So make sure that you check the link in the description so that you can find Jules and go check her out. Our Bookstagramer shout out goes to Danny from Readers Die Best. I really love some of the photos she has, so let's take a look. Danny is a mom of, I believe she said 2, and she says that she's obsessed with books and animals as well. She's also into gemstones and Wicca, so if that is something that interests you, or if you are in that kind of realm of spirituality, then definitely check her out as well. She really loves high fantasy, but I believe she said she also likes contemporary as well. And she absolutely loves Tolkien. She got into reading by C.S. Lewis's Narnia, the Chronicles of Narnia. So that's what really got her into reading. And yeah, so she does both simple and complex compositions with each of her photos. They're kind of unique and different in their own way to her page. But they're really, really pretty and I absolutely love them. So make sure that you check the link below to find her on Instagram as well. Hey guys, I wanted to pop in really quickly. It is almost 11 p.m. and I have not done hardly any more reading. I am just getting near the 50-page mark of Anger is a Gift. So, I have the feeling I'm going to be too sleepy to finish up the number of pages that I need to read tonight to make my daily goal. So, I really should have probably planned a little bit better, but it's okay. We're gonna figure it out tomorrow as far as like time management a little bit. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, this is gonna be the hardest one to get through. So if I can, get further into it, then I feel like that will be a good sign. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for right now. And I'm gonna continue reading until I cannot anymore, and then go to sleep and talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out, Bear Scouts.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your stress. I mean it, bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Yeah, with just the bare necessities of life.